Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate and on this channel I speak about perfumes. So if this is something that you're into, then please subscribe. And today I want to make like a slightly controversial video. Today I want to discuss perfumes that I do not like and that I think smell cheap and they're just not worth its price. So let's get started. And of course, I want to tell you guys that take this video as a purely entertaining video because perfumes are very subjective, and the things that I consider cheap smelling and like juvenile and just not worth the money might be somebody's like holy grail and they might love this perfume. So this is just purely my opinion, of course, and I do not like genuinely hate the fragrances. I just think, you know, they're not my taste and they're not something that I would buy and that I would enjoy and wear. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Don't take anything personal. So I want to start with Lost Cherry. And so I know that this perfume has lots of fans, but I also think that this perfume has lots of haters because this is very expensive perfume and it's coming from like a luxury brand like Tom Ford. And to a lot of people, this perfume, and including myself, this perfume smells cheap and artificial. It kind of smells, you know, very juvenile, very like fruity and artificial smelling cherry. It kind of reminds me of like a body spray that you can get in Victoria's Secret or Bath and Body Works for like $15. And the fact that they priced this fragrance at like 300 something dollars is outrageous. It's just not worth the money in my opinion. It smells very like glowing, like I've said, artificial, synthetic. You know, there's nothing that I like about this scent. So Lost Cherry is a no for me. And the next perfume is Electric Cherry. And if you thought that I hate Lost Cherry, then I hate Electric Cherry even more. I think this is the most like artificial cherry that I've ever tried. This is the worst cherry that I've ever tried. And just the fact, you know, that it's also so outrageously priced, I cannot even imagine honestly somebody enjoying this fragrance and thinking, okay, let me spend 300 something dollars to smell like this perfume. If you want to smell like this perfume, go and buy any like fruity perfume from CVS and you're gonna get this exact smell, because to me it smells exactly like some kind of shampoo from a drugstore. It's not even like a high-end shampoo, you know. It doesn't smell nice. It just smells very, very generic, very artificial. It smells like some kind of like juvenile cherry, very synthetic again, and also smells like cough syrup a little bit. So I think Electric Cherry is like one of the worst perfumes that I've ever tried. I ordered a sample a long time ago and I tried it once or twice and I was like, okay, that's a no for me, and I got rid of the sample because there's no way I'm gonna enjoy this fragrance in the future. And also I want to say that this perfume kind of reminds me of like a fruit punch that you would get like in a cafeteria. It reminds me of like lots of fruits in one. And there is also like a Russian drink, and I'll put the picture here, and it's called Kompot, and that's you know, that's exactly what I think of when I smell this fragrance. And I don't want to smell like that, especially for that price, you know, because if that fragrance was like $20, then I would have no issues with it. But since it's so expensive and so cheap smelling, that I felt compelled to speak about it in this video. The next one is Gucci Gorgeous Orchid, and I actually know that so many people love this perfume, and when it first came out and when I tried it, I was like, okay, there's no way this fragrance is gonna get popular, there's no way people are gonna like it. And when it started gaining popularity and, you know, the influencers started saying, oh, this is like one of the best designer vanillas, I was like, what are you guys talking about? Because it smells so cheap and artificial to me. And keep in mind, I love this whole like Gucci Gorgeous line. I like the gardenia, I like the jasmine and the magnolia. I think they're all very nice and sophisticated smelling. They're not cheap smelling by any means. They don't smell artificial or like, you know, synthetic. They smell really good. And I actually used to wear Gucci Gorgeous Orchid, not Orchid, Gucci Gorgeous Gardenia before it got popular. I used to wear it in 2017. And actually, funny story, I was on a trip in Europe and I asked my grandma what to bring her back, and she told me to bring her Gucci Gorgeous Gardenia. And I was like, you like this fragrance, you know this fragrance? And she's like, yeah, I wear it. And I was like, no way, like, you know, it's just funny that we used to wear the same fragrance and I didn't even know, like, she didn't know that I wear this fragrance, I didn't know that she wears this fragrance, and it's just funny how we both wore the same fragrance and we didn't even know about it. That's the power of jeans, I guess. You know, you like the same things. Yeah, but that's like a funny story. So coming back to Gucci Gorgeous Orchid, I think that the combination of vanilla and ozonic notes just doesn't work for me. To me, it smells like a bathroom refresher, like kind of like something, some kind of cleaning product or a product that you would, you know, spray in the bathroom so it smells better. And I just cannot get this picture out of my mind. Every time I smell this fragrance, it reminds me of the bathroom, and like it's just a no for me. I think it smells also very artificial, very synthetic, and there, I don't know, there's like nothing appealing about this scent to me, so I do not like that one. And the next fragrance is going to be probably controversial, and it's Valentino Born in Roma. And actually, I used to wear this fragrance, not a lot, but a little bit. I had a travel spray, and I would wear it sometimes. And every time I wore it, I felt underwhelmed. You know, like I felt like something is lacking, something that I want is not there, and I kind of just stopped wearing it. I never used up my travel spray, and I ended up selling it because, you know, I just really don't like to have something in my collection that doesn't get used and that I don't enjoy. So I ended up selling it, like I've said. And to me, this perfume also, like, it lacks personality. It's very generic, very juvenile, very like also like floral, fruity, you know, with like a base of vanilla. It's just nothing unique about it, nothing interesting, nothing to pique your curiosity. It's very, very like, you know, I'm saying generic lots of times because that's just what I think it is. And if you want something like it, I feel like you'll be able to find something like it in like Victoria's Secret line and Bath and Body Works. You don't need to pay so much money for a perfume like that. And the next one also gonna be probably controversial. Lots of the perfumes in this video are gonna be controversial, and it's Ariana Grande Cloud. And I used to have it and I used to wear it a lot. And when I just started my fragrance journey, what did I do? I tried Baccarat Rouge, and of course, like I was younger, you know, I couldn't afford it, and also I was just in the beginning of my fragrance journey, and I kind of couldn't comprehend the price of this perfume, and I decided to get a dupe, and the dupe was Ariana Grande Cloud. And when I just received it, you know, I thought that it smells good. I thought it smells very similar. Like, of course, it wasn't completely the same, but I feel like it's very close dupe. But it smells artificial, it smells synthetic, so synthetic, it's like a synthetic mess. And the more I wore it, the more I noticed that there's just so much of that like artificial musk that doesn't work for me. It just kind of falls flat, you know, it doesn't develop, it don't open up, it just, you know, stays the same throughout the life of the fragrance, and it just sticks to you like something sticky. It doesn't become airy, just overall, you know, it like envelops you, and it was too much for me. And with time I noticed that I started getting headaches wearing this fragrance, and you know, I also just like started to get tired of the profile because I used to smell it everywhere, and like it was just no longer for me. And so I also sold this perfume because I feel like this profile is like overdone at this point. Everybody is wearing it, every other girl smells like a cloud, and it's just at this point very boring. I think they're better, much better fragrances than this one, so Ariana Grande Cloud is also no for me. And the next perfume is Green Stravaganza by Valentino. And I think the Valentino fragrances, unfortunately, are just not for me because there is no fragrance from them that I like. And like I've said, you know, Born in Roma original I used to wear, but I no longer like it. And so the Green Stravaganza, I actually really like the opening. It opens up with green tea and vanilla, and it's really a lovely combination. You know, it kind of reminds me of some kind of like vanilla matcha latte, which is why when I first tried it, I thought I'm gonna like it. But unfortunately, after 5 minutes, this opening dissipates and disappears, and all you're left with is jasmine. And it's just jasmine throughout the life of this fragrance. And also I want to say that this fragrance is very, very faint. The longevity and projection, you know, is non-existent, and so you're paying like $100-something to smell like jasmine, and to smell like jasmine for a couple hours because, you know, it doesn't last and it doesn't project. So I feel like this fragrance is extremely not worth it, and there are, you know, many like better fragrances. If you're into florals, you're gonna find much better fragrances than this one. And the next one might be the most controversial, and it's Escapade Gourmand. And also, like I used to like it, and when it got really popular, I think it was like 2023, I got it decant, and I also was like, oh my god, I'm in love. It was so good, you know, but this love between us didn't last long because it was good, but then it just felt too much and too glowing. There is too much sugar, and there's something very like sickeningly sweet, very suffocating. You know, this also like a very dense fragrance. It doesn't breathe, it doesn't let me breathe. It just sticks to my skin and it doesn't develop. And you know, it just, you know, it's like pretty much you're smelling like sugar, like burnt sugar and caramel. I know there's no caramel, but it kind of reminds me of like that caramelized smell. And this is just not something I like to smell like. And also, one time I worked with a girl and she wore so much of this perfume, and all I could smell when she like was close to me, all I could smell was this perfume. And you know, I got like an ick. And when you get an ick with the perfume, I feel like it's over completely because like you just cannot unsmell it. And that's what happened to me and Escapade Gourmand. And the next one is actually Bum Bum Cream. It's the original smell, and I also used to love this smell. I used it in like a body cream, but I no longer use it because I feel like I got tired of this fragrance. There's like nothing bad about it. Again, it's very pleasant smell, and I think it's also very like crowd pleasing. That's why, you know, I can also smell lots of it on other people. Like when I'm in the subway, you know, there's gonna be somebody that I smell with this perfume, and I feel like I just got tired of it also. Like I used to use it, and then lots of people around me used it, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. Kind of I'm done with it. And I feel like it's pretty good and it's pretty unique. I don't think I know any other like cream that smells like that. So that's why I still think that this is like salvageable, you know, like if you are somebody who doesn't get tired of like very sweet fragrance profiles, then give this one a shot. But you know, I think like at this point it's been popular for a very long time and we're all tired of it, including myself. And the next one is Pannaco Tahaa. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's by Fumova Paris, and it's been trending this past summer. It's been really popular. Lots of fragrance influencers have been talking about it, and I ordered a sample of it and I tried it, and it was definitely not for me. But take this with like a grain of salt because tropical gourmands tend to go really, really wrong on me. Like if there are fruits and then there's also something milky and vanillic, then probably it's gonna turn like very bad on me. And that's what happened with this one. It kind of smells like rotten fruits that have been like soaked in milk, and it, you know, they've gone like really, really bad. It's been a couple of weeks and it just smells completely disgusting on me. Honestly, it makes me nauseous. It makes me not want to smell this fragrance at all. So when I tried it, I scrubbed it off immediately pretty much, and it was a no for me. I think that if you're kind of like, if you have similar taste to mine, then be careful with like tropical gourmands because they, I don't know, for some reason they just don't work on me. And this combination of like fruits, milk and vanilla, it just does not go most of the time. There are exceptions, of course, but most of the time it doesn't work. That's why I always tend to sample fragrances like that. But also I decided not to sample a lot more fragrances like that because I feel like this house recently came out with the new perfume, and it's also like in the same kind of like family. It's also slightly tropical and fruity, and I think there's strawberry. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna even try it because it's gonna be a no for me. So if you have tried this new scent from this house, then please let me know if you think it's worth trying or not. So thank you so much guys for watching this video. I was ranting a lot, I was hating a lot. It was kind of fun to be honest because, you know, I usually say positive things about perfumes because I feel like there is no need to like hate on perfumes, but I just wanted to, you know, to do this video to make it entertaining for you guys and tell you what I think about these popular perfumes. So if you liked this video and found it helpful, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!